interesting.
The frisket.
Okay. I used a very little bit of frisket. I used a very little bit of resist on this. So the idea is I'm going to do somewhat of a loose interpretation of this painting. I have to do this so they can see it. Can you see it up there?
Oh,
Is it upside down?
Yeah, it's sideways.
Oh well, it's how it's going to be. So I've got this little painting here that I'm thinking that I'm going to do a loose interpretation
and
of.
what's the resistance?
So I wanted to save some of the white
For the snow.
for the snow, because some of it's darker, the mountain's darker, but the white is lighter. So I put this little resist on, and I used like a little spatula thing like this, whatever it is, and I put some resist on.
I just screwed up, sorry.
No, Nancy. And so I started that here. And so this has a really, really, really luscious, lovely blue sky with a few clouds. Do I have a clean one of these somewhere?
Do you want
Stamper. Yeah, I do want a clean stamper. So I'm going to try to do my sailboat and blue sky, and I think I'm going to I literally am going to stamp it in. What color is this? Aquamarine? I could use that if I can't find my pole.
What are you looking for?
Pull.
I think that's it right here.
That is full. Okay. So to start off with, thank you, Nancy. To start off with, I am going to put a lot of color on this, and the reality is that most of the mountain is going to be darker. So, and I saved the white.
What blue is that?
This is sailboat blue, I would think. I'm hoping. It looks like sailboat blue. And I saved the white here. And what I want to do is start getting this just really into some soft colors. So I don't do this a whole lot, and I make sure that I keep it kind of the same rhythm going all over the place, because I don't want to, and this, my little thing got a little too many pieces in there, but that's okay. I'm going to live with it. Okay, so this is a nice, okay sky. I'm not fabulous, but it's not horrible. And I might want to put a few of these little, see these little clouds? And I can just kind of,
Oh, for crying
I
out
can
loud.
just make a few little cloudy things happen here. Oh, it's still wet. It'll just make a few. Okay, those are pretty wispy. Wispies. Okay, so I got a few wispy clouds in there, and so now I have this, and I have a mountain somewhere over here that I'm hoping it'll be fine. Okay, so now I have my mountain. Now I can come back to my mountain a little later. I can work on the foreground here, because I want, number one, I want all this to dry. So the foreground is lots of colors, right? Lots and lots and lots and lots of colors. And basically, if I try to put every one of those colors down, yes, I would go crazy. I would go absolutely Looney Tunes. It would not make me a happy person. But I have a couple different colors of this is sunshine yellow.
I keep forgetting about that 3-color thing.
All right. And I'm going to put some of this.
What's that? Is that the sunshine yellow?
That's the dandelion.
Theory.
And so to start off with, I'm going to throw some dandelion, especially up here toward the top. So I got some dandelion up, and I'm going to throw a little in here, and I'm going to throw a little kind of in there.
Why would you start with your light?
Because I want to know where my lights are. I'm a watercolor artist, and I'm used to saving my lights. So I start.
And it really helps.
I start with the
Lots of
lights.
and
If I
darks.
start with my darks, it tends to end up being too much.
I thought the splatter would be the last thing you do.
No, the splatter, because I want to keep the lights, is the first thing I do.
Sometimes the splatter's last, but
Right, sometimes the splatters last and sometimes the splatters first. And this one has,
And the last shall be first.
and the first, and I probably will splatter again before I'm finished. And I have this lovely purple stuff happening here, so.
What is that?
That's the cool Perry, but I think I'm going to put a little more of this mild, this crazy purple in too, because I really like this. And I am giving the illusion, I do not have to copy those flowers. I'm going to end up with the illusion of flowers. I'm not really doing a whole lot to necessarily have to say this is only, you know, I want the illusion. I want lots of illusion. I want more of this purple. I like this purple. I want more of this purple up here. Okay. And I don't really like where I got a little too carried away here, so I might soften some of that. We'll see. I don't know. I like the splashy. I should have not done the other. But I'm going to do some real red, so maybe the red will say, oh, I'm going to just make a crazy time out of all of this that you've done in here. And look at how that red is just giving me some really fabulous colors here. And it's going to be great. And
So if you did a very light green wash first and let it dry.
if I did a really
Wouldn't
light
these
green
show
wash, they would show up brown.
Oh, they would show up brown.
Right, because they would show up less clear. I want, these are
Brilliant
very
color.
jewel-like
Okay.
brilliant colors. So if I've got these, and I actually want some of these jewel-like brilliant colors to be bigger. That's watercolor, that's watermelon. I need more. Give me more watermelon. What's this? Flamingo. Oh, ooh, let's go with some
What are you
flamingo.
using for red?
Watermelon.
And now flamingo.
And now maybe some flamingo, but first I'm gonna, yes, I need some more, just fun in here. It just needs to be yummy colors, yummy, yummy,
And
yummy,
you're just
especially
doing it
to.
with your finger, you're not using another
Yeah, you can
tool.
use your other tool if you like, but I'm just doing it with my finger because if I did the other tool, it's not as, I don't know, I just
She's
knew.
used to doing it with her.
I am very used to doing it with my finger. And I wanted the flamingo. Where are you going?
That's some pink there.
It is some pink. And I'm gonna
Ooh,
put
that's
some
pretty.
pink in here.
Flamingo, I have a hot pink though.
Yeah, you do. You all have a hot pink, so I didn't give you the flamingo. I gave you the other hot pink.
Would that work too?
That would work too. It worked fabulously. Now I see that I really need more yellow down here in the bottom. So I'm gonna keep on yellowing a little bit down here. And golden yellow, and I think I'll end up with
More
some.
regular yellow?
No,
No.
I'm about to go green.
Green.
So I need to get some of this green in here, and I could go with some yellowy green here.
Is
I
that
need,
limeade?
this is botanical. This is botanical. And what I want to do here is the green needs to just kind of dance around all these colors, because your basic color is green here. Do you see that? Where your basic color is green. So I want to, and I can in some ways just get some of this green in here, but I want the greens to kind of dance a little more and still leave room for all of this. I'm trying to do this wildflower field, which is not that easy. More green. Because you get all this other color, but you want to have some of this beautiful clear color for the wildflower field to say it's a wildflower field, but you don't want it all to go that awful brown. Here we go, maybe.
Brown. See what she said about brown?
Sorry, I'm not a big brown fan.
Dreaded brown.
I'm not a big
Dreaded
brown
brown.
fan.
Brown is good. No, not really.
So I'm playing with a little bit of the color
There you go.
Yeah.
to get me some life in there. And I'm angling it, and I'm getting some up in here, and now here's where if you start splashing it too much, if you're not paying attention to go between the dots, it'll turn brown. But if I splash it a little bit, or if I just pick my way through here, where is the limeade? Does somebody see the limeade? No, that's botanical. I'm looking for the limeade, if somebody can find it.
That's not
Lettuce.
Yeah, no, I don't want
What about
lettuce.
that over there?
I've got one.
Right there.
There it
got
is.
it?
If
Is that
somebody
it?
can pour a little bit of limeade in there for me.
I'm loving that. I
Where
got
do you
that
want
color
it?
pack with limeade.
You
Where
can
the
put it
green
right
is.
on top of the green, yeah. The limeade's more,
Is it like citrus?
it's more, but it's, has a little more clarity than citrus, I think. Okay, and so now
I
I'm
like
just kind of,
citrus. That's
so do
beautiful
I.
green.
and am I not being able to be seen in here? So this is very, I'm working on the
We're not
impressionistic.
recording this, are we?
We aren't?
Yeah.
11 minutes?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't scare me like that. So, yes, we are recording it, and now I'm gonna have a little bit of
Just
this
with less
stuff up.
fanfare than.
Right, less fanfare than the last
Hi
time.
guys, sorry about that.
Yeah, really, and a stream or aquamarine will go, or some kind of a blue. Let's do another darker, a greeny blue in here. I'm gonna put a little bitty greeny blue down here in the bottom, because I just need a little more depth down here.
This
See how they've got
is
some of these really nice?
Nondescript.
Yeah, that's sailboat
It's
blue.
hard to tell their colors, they've got so much.
Some of them, for years, they would just say and everybody would ask me what color was pellagra, and it's danger. It's because you're not supposed to snort the things. So, so here I'm just still working here. So what I'm trying to get is a flower garden effect. And I can pretty much now go and work with this, where I'm not going to fill in all of the white, but I'm going to put some green back here, and I'm just, because I've done all of this lively color in there, I can just keep on filling in some color, a little bit of color back here, and it should eventually start looking like I have nothing but a bunch of wildflowers, semi-colored, green being the most color, but then having a little bit of other colors happening. Do you see how, is it working, guys? Because I'm so focused on doing my little, huh?
I'm surprised it does that.
I am a little focused here on all of my, I need more color, limeade maybe. Don't put the tops back
What's
on.
your stick?
Yeah, watch my stick. It'll make a happy accident, okay. Putting this back. The colors gets more neutral kind of in the back. So I can like squish it a little more in between things, and it gets less white around here in the back. So here, when I can pick up one or two really lovely things, but then leave the other stuff kind of, so it makes it more neutral. Am I making sense there? And this is here, and this is here, and this is here. And then I can redo some of this. And I may end up coming back and doing some, like a few really bright places. Like I might want to put a bright color in there and a bright color. And just a few really bright colors to bring some color out. I might want to put that purple as a nice, that's not, I have to clean this brush out totally, and then I put my little purple in here. So I might put some more of this lovely purple in there, I
Do you
think.
know what purple that is?
No, probably purple twilight or amethyst, I'll have to look.
Wait, amethyst is a brilliant color.
Yeah, it is a brilliant color,
And it's a purple.
and it's a purple.
Yeah,
that's so
I want to buy that purple.
Yeah, but see how it just kind of helps just bring all of this color. And you have to put it where there's white so that it stays brilliant. So you maintain your jewel-like color.
Did you tell us that can we buy these inks at Hobby Lobby and
You
Michael's?
sometimes can buy them at Hobby Lobbies and Michael's, not all of the time. So now this is just kind of gesture, and I'm not even paying attention to what that looks like. I'm just putting colors and flowers so that it looks like there's lots of different colors in here. And it looks like it's a big
It's
field
really
of
gone
flower.
to a lovely garden.
It is, and that's what it is there. It's this big thing of flowers. Now, I got it totally, did I hit you? I'm sorry. So then, I've got my sky pretty much cleaned out, and this looks like it's doing pretty well. I think I want a little bit of the very, 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 this yellow
How long do you
here.
have to have the resist dry? Not very long.
10, 15 minutes maybe. It doesn't have to dry that long. I like I like a little bit more of the yellow back here because that really looks like it's got a little more of the yellow back there. So I'm putting a little more of that in.
Sort of interesting because yellow comes forward. But
Yes,
you're
but
putting it in the
it's
background.
way back there, and so all of this is going to come forward. When I put a little bit of yellow here, it's going to bring this forward a little bit. I'll probably splash yellow right there just because I can, and because that's looking too contrived. So here I go with a little splash. Let's get some more color back. Oh yeah, liking that so much better. Love it, 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 love it. Okay, so now I've got all of this lovely color here. Come on, do something there. That might not have been, that's okay. That's kind of working in the side
Now,
there.
you don't wipe your brush off in between.
Not, well, it depends on what colors I'm using. I actually, you don't notice me, but I do
Okay.
this.
Yes,
Yeah,
she's
look
right.
how wet that section is.
Yeah, it's very wet.
Been wiping.
Okay, so now theoretically, this is going to be basically dry. More lines. Yeah, thank you, little more lines. I'm waiting for it to dry, so I'm just kind of making it.
She's tickling it.
I'm tickling it. So now I've got, oh, no, I don't want to take that off yet. No, I don't want to take that off yet. I haven't done anything with it. Okay, so now I've got this mountain, and this mountain is maybe a
You
purple.
already told us about resist.
I-
Like, what did you use for resist?
I used resist for resist. I used the Winsor Newton art masking fluid. I think you have a pen that you can use. Yeah. So here I want to build the mountain. I've got the mountain there, right? And so I want to kind of make a mountain come out here. And so I'm liking this purple for a mountain. Kind of purple mountain majesty. And then there's a little up there and coming down. So I wanna make this mountain, and I probably am going to pull things off of the mountain after or make some light colors in the mountains. But for right now, I've got the resist here, I hope. So as I'm making this mountain, I can put
The
just-
resist is used so that it doesn't take paint.
right, so hopefully there'll be more white spots here. And I'm not real worried, you see, I'm not real super worried about this mountain. I'm just kind of putting it up, and I'm not, we don't need to get real carried away with everything having to be perfect. It's a mountain, for Christ's sake. It's a big shape. This is the big shape that we're going through. And this has,
What's that, purple?
it's purple. I liked purple. It actually is pretty
Is that
purple.
egg- is that egg-
It's not eggplant, but eggplant would be perfect for the next, yeah, I think eggplant would be good for the next section. So now I'm gonna put some eggplant on it.
It's purple.
I inadvertently got a little stars in here, but we're just gonna have to live with it. Yeah, we're just gonna have to go with it. And I have now another thing here that looks like it's a more mountainous here. Okay, let me see what that is here, and here's a little something going up there. Yeah, well. And I want to make more texture in that, so let's see what happens if I do that. Oh, I like that. And so I'm going to make some sharp places here for this. And this is the back mountain, so it really needs to be bluer in some way, but I don't have the right color blue there. It should be
Yeah, that
stone
blue
washed.
mountain is a little tricky.
Yeah, it should be stone washed. Yes, thank you. What did we use? Stone washed or denim, I think we used?
Denim was dark.
We use sapphire blue.
No, we decided against sapphire blue.
There you go.
We cleaned it out and made it like stone washed.
We ended up with denim on that one.
Or denim, yeah.
I don't remember.
We went through a couple and
Yeah.
Right, but that's okay. It'll go back. I got trees that are gonna go in front of it. I'm just gonna have to live,
That
you
was
know?
good.
Okay, so now I have all of this
So much.
happening here. I would have liked if I made my sky a little lighter. It does seem to be a little dark, but I'm just gonna have to. Acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. And, but that's starting, I think, to look really good. So now we're going to talk about, there's some tree lines there. And first thing I'm gonna have to do is see where my snow is.
Ooh, never seen that before. Have you?
Okay.
Yes, you
I
have.
love Krista.
So now I
Rubber
have,
cement works
I have some snow.
but you can't control.
It's hard, yeah.
It was magical.
So now I can put a little bit more of this in here, and maybe put a little here, and I can pull out.
So did you just randomly put that resist in
I
there,
didn't
or was it
quite
kinda-
randomly.
Not quite randomly.
Not
Kind of
quite
thought
random.
out.
Kind of thought out, but not quite randomly, yeah. There's a little, I was trying to
Mimic that a little bit.
mimic that a little bit, but it didn't always work, and so I get more random. I get bored. Did I really say that? I get bored, and so then I put it on, and because you never know what the snow melt's going to look like. So why am I really getting all upset about it? Whatever it's going to be, and I'm going to put another little thing here, and it kind of looks like a mountain.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so this mountain's still darker, so I really want to. Worried about this little blob right there. Oh my God, she's worried about a blob.
It's a blob of
That right there?
brisket, isn't it?
Thank you.
There.
There we go.
Nancy was worried about my.
There's blobs in your beautiful picture.
I feel
I want
better
this
now.
darker. This was darker, so I need to get this just a little darker.
They're all we
But
needed
we're
to
gonna.
denim.
Yeah, I think we did need the denim for that. That is kind of what this is, and maybe this has a little bit of shaping in here too.
Did you use your resist to do the entire mountain?
No,
Did you feel,
no.
just certain,
I put the resist. The white is the resist.
right, and
And then
you put
just
it
literally
only,
she just literally flicked it off with her hand.
Yeah, I flicked it off with my hand, and you just rub it off, yeah. The white is the resist, the purple is the mountain. I can, I may want to put a little bit, like there's more of a shadow on this here, so now I could actually put a little shadow in here, and it's not as bright of a,
Looks great on birch tree.
it does. So now there's a little more white, it's a lighter white down there. Because I don't want it all to be really brilliant white. I want some of this to be shadowed a little bit, but not just crazed. Okay, so I'm liking that. There's a little snow here too. I like the snow look, but I want it to be, there's snow down here, but it's in the shadow of the mountain, right? So there's snow down here, but it's in,
Tree line.
right. And now I've got it, where is my rainforest green? Do we have rainforest green?
Another blob that's bothering me.
Nancy is easily bothered.
This one maybe?
No, rainforest green is a piñata, so it's going to be in here,
Oh, okay.
I think. I think I haven't used it.
Color right there in the rainforest green.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a line of trees in there, right? And the line of trees are kind of fun because they kind of go in and out. So I'm going to look at this rainforest green, and I'm going to start putting a little bit of a rainforest green line in and out here. I'm painting upside down. Did you guys notice that? But that's because because I can. No, it's because I didn't want to end up over the flowers. So I can carefully bring some of this color in here. More carefully.
It's
in
a nice
here.
green.
It is a nice green, and it makes really good green for these kind of trees. They're kind of in the back.
A lot more saturated than some of the other.
Right, it's very saturated.
I
Okay.
don't think I have that either.
You do,
I do?
yes. I told you you didn't, you used it
Well,
yesterday.
I haven't used it.
Right, yeah, it's probably something that you haven't even really used that much of. Okay, and I'm bringing some green down in, so we have a little bit of, okay. So now, I have choices here, and I really want to put some of those big trees in, and I have a mistake here and here. So really, I can make the trees bigger. It's my painting, right? So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to
Very easily.
wait for this to almost dry. When I want to touch this, I don't want it to go too far, right? Because I want this tree to start right here. Right here. And I want to just have a little teeny bit of tree coming here, and I can just almost use this to move around. I don't have to get too way crazy about it. I can just kind of keep on making this tree shape and have it come all the way down to the ground. And then there's another, I like the way that one leans. Do you see how that one goes really?
Yeah, it's almost crooked.
It's almost crooked. It's got this little thing that happens here, and then it goes over here. I need more of this. This is also where, if you can find your favorite color, honey, over there, where you can do it with where you can do it with a pencil or a pen, if you want, because that's not dry enough. The markers will be dry enough. But here, I got this. See a little through. It didn't quite lean like I wanted it to, but hey, it's fun. So now I've got a little tree there, and then maybe I have some bigger ones just popping up down here that are just popping, because that's what they're doing there, just popping. Maybe it's coming even down a little farther in here. I want to make that not quite as crazily. There I go, and let's get another big tree here, because I have another imperfection. So now I only have the green Martian capsule to worry about. That's up at the top of. But this is just kind of, don't paint, don't like try to keep on going like this. It won't work. You gotta squish a tree. You gotta smush a tree. You gotta, it is tricky. Smushing trees are kind of tricky, yes, but, and you used your whole brush, and then they work better.
Might be able to use the fan brush too.
You can, and I have done a
If it was
tree
bigger,
with the smaller, where's the
Smaller fan
smaller
brush.
fan brush? There is,
you can kind of just.
You wanna-
yeah, I'll show you the fan, there is a fan brush technique of doing trees.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty simple.
Because you just
Um,
keep tapping it back.
Right, you tap it back and forth. Yeah, this got a little square there, I can fix that with a fan brush. So now I'm looking at the painting and I'm going, wow, that's pretty fabulous, I think. What does it need? What color is in it? Nothing. Okay, so a fan brush tree, we'll put a fan brush tree in here. It's gotta be really saturated. So a fan brush tree, where can we put another tree? I guess we can put another one right here.
Little one.
So a little tiny fan brush.
Well, it should be a little bigger than this. Let's put
Yeah.
a third tree in here. I'm free to make trees however I feel like making trees. It really does have to be
Tap
a little
tap
bigger.
forward, tap back.
Tap
yep.
back, tap forth, tap up, tap back, tap forth.
It's really delicate.
Looky
Yes.
there. I'm gonna use that in my next picture I'm doing, because I was trying to figure out how I was gonna put a black tree as a
Oh,
silhouette.
no, yeah,
So that might be the answer.
but I don't like that. I don't, yeah, you can do it as long as you're making it big enough. It's just
Yeah, I
when it
think
gets,
it's for a bigger.
yeah, I'm much better with a bigger tree
Yeah.
with that fan brush. But I'm gonna finish this tree here because I have to now, because I've made a mess. And I can bring a
Very
little.
nice.
But I'm gonna
I
put
like the
another
third
little
tree.
tree. I'm gonna put 5 trees in here. This is a whole little forest
family.
here. It's a family of trees. Because I just wanna get a little bit more. I don't like that purple mountain back there, so I just made it become,
Covered in it.
not really as purple as he was, or she was, or whatever. It's Mother Mountain or something. Okay, so now, oh, this guy looks like he needs companions. Companions here and here and here
There's
and
a
here.
book in the bookstore called Forest Bathing or something like that. I think I'm gonna buy it. It's about
Yeah, it's about just relaxing,
being walking
enjoying.
through the forest
Or-
and
Okay, so what do you guys think? Anything else that you think needs it?
I love it.
I'm gonna put a little bit, I don't like the white there.
mountain pops.
I'm not really wanting to put the white there. But there's only white left right here, 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 and here. The rest has been toned. See how much toning
Blue
the
spot
white
there.
got? Huh?
There's a blue spot on your mountain there. I think
Yeah, there's a blue spot in the ice.
Yeah,
that's
that's
ice.
That's
Ice
ice.
has
That's
formed.
ice. That's ice. That's what it is. It's the shelf of ice. I like it.
Turn it around.
Okay, I think it's all done. I am going to, because I,
Oh, wow,
Is
look
there
how
a
it,
little
look how
white-
it looks
too
on the
much
screen.
white?
okay, you're right, there's too much white over here. We're gonna bring us, because it's not bringing us into the center, so we're gonna put just a little bit of toning, a little bit of toning in there. But the reality is it's probably gonna go away. And then there is a moon over, it's going to be
Yay,
called Moon over Rainier. Okay, because I have a spot that I have to do something about. And so the moon is going to go right there because of the spot that I need. And it's not perfect. Oh my God, what am I going to do? So it needs to be bigger, definitely, because the clouds, it looks like it's just a cloud that's doing something very weird. Let me see if it gets bigger,
It is.
but it needs to be round. And so to round out a moon, you go from the inside out, and you just kind of round it out.
Stamp.
And round out my moon. So the title is Moon over Rainier. This is the painting. It is quite luscious. I'm actually going to sign it because you should sign your paintings immediately after you
S
finish it.
Period, DINCH.
Right. Terry Jones.
It's really pretty.
Okay, so, but what I really wanted to remind you guys is, it wasn't, I didn't worry about anything. And all of this beauty here came from chaos. When you were, you kept on trying to get yours to work, but you just needed to allow a little chaos, and then you can dance in between the dots. Okay?
It looks beautiful on the screen too. Turn around.
Turn it
Terry.
around,
Turn
Terry.
around. Look at that.
Ah, it does look
Isn't that
beautiful.
something?
Is that,
Oh, my.
oh, that's
God.
upside down?
No, turn it around so we can see it.
That's so pretty.
There, see? Look at that.
Oh,
Wow.
The moon is in just the right spot.
Wow. Okay, we're done.
Okay.
And say something to the girls.
Girls?
Yes,
we miss
Vanessa
you.
and This is,
Vanessa,
we
Karen,
taped it
we
for
miss
Vanessa
you.
and
Oh,
Karen.
hi, Vanessa.
Get better, we're so sorry.
Okay, now we said something